for New Orleans. On Friday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Giannis kicks to Cook. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Irving. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got 30.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Augustine dishes to Smith. West down low, guarded by Green. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from West.
And really, the entire game of David West is all about wanting it more, playing harder. Those points illustrate just that.
And Green gets it to go.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Barnes. Outside check. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Nice work inside by Jack. He loves getting as close to the basket as possible.
Irving surveying the floor. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Misses the three.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Augustine passes to West. Barnes with it. Back to West. Pass to Jack. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside. Pistons leading by 9. Green kicks to Davis. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Davis has got 31.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
There's the pass to Jack. Smith sets the pick for Jack. Again, the Pelicans score.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Davis with a screen on Jack. Cook, good.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Lopez is checked in for Jason Smith. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Pistons. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach talk to his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. That, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
After a first half where he had just 1 turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Barnes feeds it to West. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Cook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Inside, here's Jack. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Augustine, and he makes good on the layup.
And Augustine has that thing on the string now. This dude has rush hour handles gliding through the defense with speed and tightness.
Now, here is Irving. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Irving. Davis has got 33.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Augustine dishes to Jack. Back to Augustine. bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, and Augustine continues to get it done from deep. The consistent three-ball shooter who gets his shot up in a hurry.
Lopez, a screen on Augustine. Here's Irving, and he gets the bucket. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Augustine. To the paint. West against Davis. West kicks to Augustine. Detroit with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The three. And another three for Detroit.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Now here's Barnes. Over Giannis. Barnes can't get it to go. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Pistons. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And the shot is good. Cook's got 7 now in this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 17. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Barea against Irving. Barea, the pass to Hughes. And no good. The try spell continuing for him.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here
for the Pistons.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. Now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Davis.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. Curry can't get it to go. And so here is New Orleans. And Augustine kicks to Barnes. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Hammonds. The kick out to Warren. There's the dish to Green. Takes a three. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Shot by Jack, wide open. West passes to Lopez. Barnes outside. Now Augustine. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is
I got it bad, high key. You a drag, I see. To the city with